In this fourth episode of The Good Stories, we dive into an amusing story about how business leadership that's anchored on having fun at what you do in the workplace, sharing the same vision, and a good sense of humor can be one good formula in transforming a traditional business to a creatively vibrant and fun organization. This is a good story about business transformation by TGS executive producer and producer, Ms. Erica Canoy Sanchez and Mr. Tristan Nasino. Their friendship started as office mates in an advertising agency, where their respective careers in advertising began. By the time they had moved out of the company to venture and explore greener pastures on their own, their friendship continued even if they weren't colleagues anymore. Fast forward 24 years and they're back together, as energetic and equally passionate work partners again, leading RMN Marketing and Media Ventures Incorporated, the creative marketing arm of one of the country's largest radio networks, RMN Networks. Erica, aside from being the executive producer of The Good Stories, is the COO and EVP of RMN MMV and is also a board director of RMN Networks. Tristan, as the Innovations and Business Development Director, has been leading the creation of new product ideas and innovative marketing solutions since joining in 2022. And the Good Stories podcast is one of them. Together, they've spearheaded the launch of 360X Media and 360X Studios, pushing the company forward with a fresh, innovative business model that ensures RMN continues its legacy of reaching millions nationwide. Join us as we hear another good story and learn how purposeful transformation and having fun doing it in the workplace is a fundamental key in the business of media entertainment through hyperlocal storytelling.
Feel ko. Feel ko yung aura mo.
Kung paano yung unang sasabihin.
Yes.
Kasi sabi ko sa utak ko, ito yung una kong sasabihin. Sabi ko, when we were starting pa lang, yung nag-orientation tayo about TGS. Last year pa to nagsimula, di ba? Yung in-orient tayo about what TGS is. Bisaya. Talagang isa na sa mga presentation doon. I think episode 4, to be exact, or 3, na ang magiging guest natin ay si Miss E and Sir Tristan. The brain of TGS. And noon pa lang, grabe na po yung kaba.
Ngayon, eto na.
Yes. Pero kung babalikan, if we talk about friendship, a good story in the business na rooted ng friendship, wala din po akong swear. Maisip na kakilala, personal, na ganun grabe yung band, na ang daming good stories nila together, na nadala nila sa company, na grabe yung influence. So I think talaga, this episode, nako mga ka-TGS.
It's your last episode.
Thank you po for everything. Ito talaga magiging exciting talaga, ang magiging conversation natin. Kasi our business legacy is radio.
RMN.
Pero, yes, pero eto tayo ngayon. Online, Spotify.
Streaming platforms.
Yes. Sino po nakaisip po nito talaga? Like, unang...
Do you want to take it?
Well...
Ako na ba? Parang no? Biglang hindi makasagot. I guess it's a product of philosophy we created. When Erica called me 2 years ago to join RMN MMV, the vision is really to expand or bring the business to cater to different clients who are looking for something else beyond radio. Like you mentioned kanina, radio is the legacy business of RMN for 72 years.
Yes.
And the way media consumption is now is different. Of course, there's digital. And the TGS, or the Good Stories, is just one of the many products digitally streamed exclusively to improve or to increase the audience share of the network.
Yes.
And it's a purposeful, what we call transformation. It's not just a transformation for the sake of having digital products. Kasi yung iba ngayon, they say, basta may Facebook, basta mayroong Instagram, digital na yung company. It's not that. It requires that philosophy. That's why we introduced a philosophy called 360 experience. And under 360 experience is different products. That's why there's 360X Media, which caters to the business side of the network for advertisers and agencies. And then we developed 360X Studios, which is the holding or the mother brand of the Good Stories. It's all about digital content na purposeful. Hindi lang siya basta mayroon kang content out there, you mirror what you do in radio, and then you do, which is what we do now. So this one is different. So to your question, it's really that. It's a product of that discipline that we created.
Pero walang bola, sir. Yung 360, first time ko po siya narinig sa inyo. And then after that, parang pag lumalabas, syempre, bilang FM DJ, minsan po, ni-expose din po kami sa mga events. Parang naririnig ko na po siya na naririnig. Parang sa ibang station, to other organization. Parang ganyan, parang biglang ginagamit na siya ng lahat. Parang ganyan. Pero first talaga, no bola. First time ko siyang narinig kay Sir Tristan. Doon ko po talaga siya narinig sa inyo.
360s. Parang
Yung
ano
approach.
siya kasi full circle.
Yes, lahat na. Oo, hindi na lang tayo radyo. Available na din tayo. Makakapag-reach na rin tayo ng millions nationwide through other platforms. Hindi na lang radyo. Curious lang po ako sa friendship ninyong dalawa. Kasi 'di ba, kapag sabi nila ang friendship daw po ay bonus na lang sa trabaho.
20 plus years at 24.
24, kaedad ko. Char.
Talagang last episode mo na daw to.
Talagang last episode mo na. O, sige. Parang sinabi mo, tanda na kami.
Hindi po, joke lang po yung 24. Ano po? 26? Ay, ano po yung mako-comment niyo po sa ganun? Bilang kayo talaga ay magkaibigan talaga kayo.
So our friendship started in an advertising agency, and pinuna kasi nila kung gaano karami yung kanin sa baon ko. Yun eh.
Po? Gaano po ba
Oo,
kadami?
yes. Very carpentero kasi. So that's actually the funny story. Syempre, starting a new job, wala pang friends, malay ko ba na may Jolly Jeep sa gilid. So nagbabaon ako. Pero ang dami kong rice dati. So, yun ang pinuna nila. Him and a couple of other people. But yeah, so our friendship started in an ad agency. We were in the same team, but iba-iba yung produkto namin. So, we shared some clients, but that was it. We became friends after that. We moved on to different agencies. We met again briefly in one agency, pero he left right away. And then now we're back together. So, parang banda lang. Nag-disband. Bilang nagtutour mag-isa.
May reunion.
Tapos may reunion for the fans.
Yeah.
Tapos ngayon, wala na kaming pera. So, talagang magbabalikan na kami.
Pero kay Sir Tristan, ito. Technically, right now, our boss is Miss E. How does it feel po? Diba? How does it feel, sir? Na parang, ganun pa rin ba yung biroan ninyo? Like noon, na parehas kayo ng...
Na yung BFF mo ay executive.
Oo,
Mas malala
diba?
pa yata yung biruan namin ngayon eh.
Ay, totoo po.
Kasi may tangkang talaga. Bukas wala ka ng trabaho. Hirap
Your question is kung ano siya now?
Nag-evolve?
Yes.
Nag-devolve?
Of course, it evolved. We're more wise. We're more mature.
Tinawanan.
Mature with the letter I, immature. Hindi siya nagbago in a sense na, I guess it's really just the title and the dynamics, no? We were office mates, but we're not working together. Sabi nga niya, she handles a different account, I was handling a different one, pero under one company. The difference now, of course, siya na yung nagpapasweldo sa akin. Diba? Dati, alam ko, mataas sweldo ko sa kanya. Pero ngayon, siya na yung nagbibigay ng... nag-approve, diba? There's no difference in terms of how the friendship was and is now. In fact, I think we're more... we share different wisdom. Nanganganak naman yan throughout the years, diba? That's life experience. But in terms of how we work together, because never naman kami nagkaroon ng gano'n na boss niya ako or boss ko siya. before.
Although there was a brief moment na naging kliyente ko siya.
Yes, it's only that brief moment, and we work together. Yung I give her directions, I command, di ba? But at the end of that, yung pinag-usapan nga natin kanina, di ba? Di ba? Bullshit ka, ba't mo ginawa yung mga ganon, di ba? That's where the friendship comes in. But during work, even now, I would like to think we only operate on two things. And it's also my philosophy, my work ethic. No, it's trust and accountability. Because if you're given that trust, you're expected to be accountable. They can't be separate. They go together. Lalo na nung pandemic, di ba, mataas dapat yan. You have to trust na your teammates, they do their work. And they're accountable. And that's how we operate. Di naman niya binabaril yung ideas ko, even if sometimes we feel na it's not that our ideas are not matching.
Yeah.
But there's respect. There's trust.
I think the respect comes in pag hindi naman parang hindi na kasi uso yung binabaril mo rin yung idea. It's more of, okay, what do you have? What can I add to it? And how can we make it both better? At the end of the day, everything has a good side, a good story naman. Obviously, yung mga ideas is coming from a place na sang-ayong naman sa objective. Unless talagang way away from the objective. But more than that, it's about adding to it. There may have been something in what his idea was na miss out niya, which I point out because I'm seeing it from a different lens. And vice versa. Which is actually also the beauty of this podcast, because the way you ask questions is coming from a different lens. Something that we wouldn't know because of our friendship. But that's why when you first ask the question, parang, how do we answer that? Because we've been friends for so long. Paano naman namin masasagot yun na? Yun na nga, like, I just saw something on TikTok, which is, the closer you are to somebody, the less pictures you actually have of each other.
Which is true.
Diba? Parang pag nagsascroll ka, parang, diba? Yeah, you don't, parang you have such a deep friendship that you need not document it all the time. It's also because we grew up in that age na hindi rin uso yung ganyan. Although marami kaming Kodak. Marami kaming nakaprint na photo together.
Papakita natin.
Oo, yan ang marami kami. Pero, yes. Tsaka yung mahirap mag-selfie, talagang papatake mo sa isa at, diba, sana hindi nila nakawin yung camera mo. Kasi stranger diba, papatake ka ng photo. So yeah, so we have that. I think, and I know the people in our workplace see that, they hear us laugh, they hear us shout at each other and all that. But I do hope they also see it the way that we work professionally, the way that we put ourselves in that situation when it calls for it. Yun naman talaga. That's what the job entails. And that's what the friendship can be built around also. In anything. I'm sure both of you also in your workplaces, you have that, you've made your workplace friends.
Yes.
But you've also made your workplace professional relationships.
Yes. At saka mas madaling magtrabaho. Yung output, mas maganda. Like, kasi parang walang parang...
Sa pawan?
Walang pader.
Parang ganyan.
Like, di parang walang pader. Kumbaga, you're very honest. Sometimes brutally honest. Kapag close ka, doon sa katrabaho mo, na talagang sasabihin, alam mo ba, ano yan? Mas maganda kung ganito. Ganitong gawin natin, ganyan. Pag close ka. Kasi pagka ang katrabaho mo hindi masyadong close, parang hindi ka rin masyadong makomment. So I think it's
kumbaga parang
a good
walang checks
story.
and balances.
Oo, parang hayaan mo yan. Pakialam
Yeah, at the end of the day,
Char.
parang it should be about coming together versus naiisan mo.
Mm-mm.
Kailangan mas maganda idea ko kaysa sa'yo. Kailangan mas okay yung sasabihin ko kaysa sa'yo.
That's why, ang MMV ngayon, which is the marketing arm of
RMN. One of the
ay
largest
talagang-
networks,
Opo.
media networks in the Philippines.
Parang nilalabas sa logo sa ilalim bigla. Celebrating 72 years of network excellence and broadcast excellence.
Wala natin i-clear yan.
Hindi, kaya naman talaga, parang ngayon lumabas talaga yung juices na, wow, naisip yan, ngayon nakikipagsabayan ng company.
Yun nga yung parang naku-curious ako kung okay lang naman kung sasagutin nila or hindi.
Oo.
Di ba parang legacy business. Kumbaga yung mother station is radyo, RMN. So, naisip nyo pong dalawa na parang to venture out of the box. Sorry, pumiyok pa. Epekto to no ano eh. So, meron bang parang tumaas ang kilay? Or parang, teka lang, wag nyong gawin yan kasi iiwan nyo ba ang radyo?
Kasi radyo,
Oo nga po,
dapat.
mga ganon.
Well, change is always scary. Period.
Totoo.
Whether it's life, whether it's work, in anything. Diba? Maiba lang yung brand ng oat milk ng kape mo. Scary na yun. Diba? You're not sure how it's going to taste. So, yes, there was resistance. But when I say resistance, wala naman nag-rally or nag-strike sa harap.
May union.
Wala namang union na naganap.
Oh.
Diba? But of course, it's always going to be a question. Why ba't natin iiwanan yung 72 years? Or at the time we started, 70 years. Parang kaka-70 lang, that's when we thought of doing all these things, diba? But more than that, it's also just, where do you also go from here? Diba? What has the last 70 given you and what will the next 70 give you? Will it give you the same or do you want to do something different? We never said that we're leaving the legacy business. Actually, TGS is a podcast is the closest tawid from the legacy media to new media. Diba? It's just a matter of platform.
Yes. Opo.
Diba? This is the same interview that you've done on AM and you've done on FM. It's just that all of a sudden we see our faces. At kailangan hindi shiny. Diba? Kailangan postura. Kasi may camera na. But, so, that's where it's coming from. We never said that it's going to replace. We've always wished for it to be something new. And for at least a new generation to see the network with different eyes. That's all that we've wanted to do. And that's why a lot of what we do in MMV is developing that. That's why, as much as possible, we try to bring in the same talents that we have in the legacy business. Because that's been established for 72 years. Diba? Parang, how else can we prove our credibility? So now, it's just putting like you as personalities into a new platform that enables more people. Sabi nga, diba, while RMN is reaching millions nationwide, it's also reaching more. Yes. Whether it's more platforms, more people, more audiences.
When we were celebrating for our 72nd anniversary, parang we have a pamigay na programa sa mga listeners po ng RMN. Kung saan, sinasabi natin, you give meaning to RMN. Tapos may nagsagot po doon na part of millennial population na ang sabi nila, ang RMN daw ngayon ay reaching million netizens. So parang hindi lang radyo. Parang even yung mga online, natatarget na din through ngayon sa radyo. Nakikita na rin because of Facebook Live, because of YouTube, andyan na, because of TikTok. Na Diyos ko, nakita niyo naman, pinasayaw kami nung last
Mamaya
episode.
daw ulit meron ulit.
And
May
it's,
background.
and it's because of the courage that both of you faced nung 2 years ago.
Napaka-pressure naman ng courage. Parang may gera eh.
I'll add to that, no, yung tanong mo pa lang, may resistance on the change. Because even me, when she called me to join,
May resistance siya.
I'll be honest.
Gumawa siya ng mga
Diba?
placard.
While we are good friends, she greeted me, birthday ko yon.
Sakto.
And then, yung biruan lang yung sagutan, no? Kung may dental ba daw ba sa...
Kami ba dyan?
Oo.
Kami may dental kami.
Basta laging gano'n naman yung sagutan namin. Then she pitched to me that idea na she wanted to extend or to grow the business from a different perspective, which is touching more on digital. That was the white paper. Then sabi ko, sige, usap tayo. We had a 3-hour Zoom talk.
Because that was pandemic. I talked to him end of 2021 eh.
Yeah. But
So,
90% of that talk is really just chika.
Oo.
10% lang yun. Basta gawa mo ng pagbalik mo from the holidays, gawa ka ng proposal.
Tsaka mag-resign ka na.
Yeah. So, yeah, I reviewed what she sent me. Nakalagay doon, how do you...
How tall are you now?
aside from that, sinagot ko rin yun. So where do we bring the business? It's 70 years of radio. And I come from an industry where we came from, agency, 25 years. I mean, I know how media is changing. And one of the challenge medium is radio. My first question is radio still relevant? Or if I will lock it into what we do, is radio advertising still relevant? So that was my thesis coming in. When she brought me in, I said yes. Sige, let's take on this. Nagsisendan pa kami. Oo, sabi ko, excited ako, ganun-ganon. Excited din daw siya. Hindi ko alam kung nagbobolaan na lang kami noon, no? But yeah, there's that, hindi siya fear but you have to live with that challenge. Otherwise, kung lilipat ka lang, di ba? Like ako, it's a bold move. I come from the agency and then I move to a supplier side, which is media. So that was the mantra or the direction, the strategic direction when I pitch it with her and to the board. Ano ba yung digital transformation natin? Kasi that's the buzz term 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Ano ba yung digital transformation? Lagi na lang sinasabing, we have to be digitally transformed. But what is it? Tapos yung planning ng mga agencies and advertisers is always focused on yung what they call the always on. Sabi. Always on meaning laging online. So, but ako, I always challenge those Parang, okay, what do you mean by always on? Always on. Parang hindi ka naman, di ba, I'm on, not for advertising. I'm on to do lurking, social media, di ba? So, to me, that was part of the challenge. So, how do you now cater or bring the legacy business to a bigger audience? That's why when we developed, and you saw that when we presented in KBP, our strategy, the digital pivot, the pivot really is, it's purposeful digital transformation. So, meron word doon na purposeful. When you say purposeful, even the people has to change. That's why we had that, we have to unskill. You have to reskill and upskill. Importante yun, parang you have to embrace it. It's not because you have a Facebook page makes you digital. Diba? You have to create what is your digital product. And to answer yung kanina sinabi mo, it has to evolve on something emotional. So you have to have fun doing it. Importante yun That's why sabi namin, bagay kami to run it because we have the same sense of humor. Every time we meet, we don't start serious, di ba? We can't start serious. Like, di ba pag nag-uusap kami, talagang dapat mag-umpisa kami na very light, di ba? There has to be fun because that's what ideation and creativity is all about. If you're not having fun what you do, then it becomes, di ba? A chore, di ba? Papasok ka, mag-iisip na naman. We want to remove that. For you to be able to do that, you have to have that emotional backup na you should have fun doing what you're doing.
Wow.
Kasi lalabas at lalabas sa ginagawa mo pag nag-enjoy ka.
Feeling ko Kuya Sander, ang dami magsasana all sa podcast natin, sa episode natin. Hashtag sana all, ganyan ng boss.
Hindi, kasi marami namang instances na parang papasok ka dahil kailangan mo lang sumweldo.
Yeah.
Ayun, kumbaga parang wala yung parang emotional connection with your office mates. May ganun namang mga moments kasi. Kaya parang nakakasana all nga.
Oo, na ganun yung kanilang setup sa trabaho. Na fun at talagang
Funny.
Parang you want to come in because you know yung gagawin mo will be something productive and it's because you're having fun doing it.
And meaningful.
Yeah.
It becomes meaningful because natutuwa ka.
yes, totoo.
Diba?
Agree.
Na parang, like, I'm sure you guys, when you did the first episode, nakailang takes kayo. Because at the time,
Nakailang studio.
Exactly, nakailang studio, nakailang bayad si Ma'am Charo. No, but when you look back, diba, it was because you didn't have fun yet. Parang you just knew that this was the task, this was the responsibility given to you, kaya you're so stiff. Parang the questions were right. It was just kayo. Then you did it a second time. Then it was like, okay, kind of getting there and all that. Then when it finally got edited and all that, parang, okay, now you know. And yeah, when you did the second episode, it ran longer only because you couldn't stop talking anymore. Diba? You couldn't stop engaging anymore because you found the fun behind it. Although alam ko itong episode hindi masyadong fun sa'yo.
Kasi kinakabahan. May halong kaba.
At hinarap talaga ko. Ito.
But at the end of the day, I mean, that's why in anything that you do in life.
Alam niyo
Diba?
po, kung uso pa lang yung ganito, ipapaganito ko po. Ito, cassette.
Ay, cassette pala. Baliktad eh.
Kasi kung halimbawa, in the future, ipapakaset ko siya. Alam mo yung mga sobrang importanteng milestone
Moments.
na
Ipapakaset mo talaga.
ipapakaset ko talaga to na interview
So sabay
ko yung
mo,
boss
i-record
namin,
na ganyan.
Ipa-VHS tape mo na lang.
Yes, so ito yun yung mga ganitong mga pagkakataon. At kanina po, nabanggit nga po natin yung nag-present po kayo, nag-propose po kayo kay Miss E. Kasama na po dun yung 360X agad.
What I proposed to her is the name of the unit.
Mm-hmm.
There was never an innovations unit here before I came in. It's already marketing and sales. But because the ask or the requirement is how can we improve our digital transformation. So she gave me that liberty to you create your own unit, even the name, even the people. My unit started, dalawa lang kami. At yung dalawang yun, nandun na kagad yung
Existing na.
Oo, parang di pa define yung role niya. And then I came in. Parang I didn't hire that person. So, eventually, innovations is where it is now. We have and then when I developed it, when I proposed the 360X, 360X is not something new.
Mm-hmm.
It's really under our nose. Parang it's what agencies do. When they develop marketing communications campaign, it's always, ano ba yung 360 niyan? Back then kasi during our time, ang 360 is only TV, radio, print.
3 lang siya.
And then,
Meron
meron siyang events, activation, that makes it 360, no? It used to be called above the line and below the line. Parang ganun siya. That's why it's called, what is your integrated marketing communications? Yun yung tawag doon during our time. IMC. But now it's different. Di ba? Yung TV, radio, wala nang natira na lang doon. Actually, if you look at it, TV print lang. Is no longer there. Wala na yung actual print. Kukunti na lang yung circulation. No? It has moved to digital. TV, while there are still TV sets, di ba? They also evolve as devices. Parang they are now smart connected, di ba? Smart TVs.
May Google TV naman.
Yes. Oo, parang now, but radio is a box where you need that
box.
you need this box to listen to the content, di ba? But sabi nga nila, is radio dying? No, it's not. This is the one that's dying, the box. Wala nang gumagawa, di ba? But the content in radio is still there. That's why it has transitioned to different platforms. There's streaming, there's Spotify, di ba? There's Twitch, there all the others, iTunes and everything. So hindi siya nagbago. And then, so when 360 was developed, it's really intended to create the new what we call radio plan for advertisers. Dati kasi in our time, pag yung mga media planners, they negotiate to a radio network, paramihan yan ng media values. Ang media values are those that we know, yung AOB, DJ spiel, di ba? Yung mga song sponsorship. Basta lalabas yung brand doon, di ba? Parami yan, pagalingan ng negotiation. Now, it's different. Those are already given. Parang as an advertiser, I expect already, meron ng mga ganon. But what else? Lagi nga ang tanong,
ano pa ba?
May digital ba kayo sa mga sales namin? That was, yun ang hinahanap kong pain point. Ano ba hinahanap ng mga kliyente? So, the answer is very simple. They're looking for something else beyond on air. Potentially, radio can reach, our radio network can reach an audience of 5 million plus. That's potential, di ba? Kumbaga, that it's based on a rating that's done yesterday. But your community in social, real-time yun. You have a follower count of 10 million. How are you going to sell that to the client? Di ba? So, yun yung hinahanap nila. That's why we develop, let's create this thing called 360X, RMN 360X. Meron siyang on-air, which is your radio. On-air as all the values, AOBs, time checks. There's online, which is your community of 10 million people. There's on ground, which is what we do for our brands. To some extent, there's even what we call on point, which is research. We can do research for the clients because of our ubiquity. Ubiquity meaning
Po? Pakiulit nga po. Parang, saktong-sakto. Uso yan yung cutie. Very cutesy.
Very cute.
very robust yung network natin. We can actually do what we call hyperlocal targeting.
Ano naman po itong hyperlocal, sir?
Hyperlocal is derived from, by definition, hyperlocal means
Local.
anything that happens to a local community. Now
They would appreciate.
Yeah.
Understand.
In media planning kasi, lalo na ngayon in this digital era, you can hyper-target your audience. Whether weather-based, kung kailan lalabas yung ad mo pag may umuulan, you can target geo-targeting, no? So during our time, wala yan. That's how we developed 360X. Yung hyperlocal being the heart of the 360X. Because anyone can do 360. What makes us different is our power to hyperlocalize content. We started, Erica can expound more on that, no? How the community started or how our network started. We are a community radio in Cagayan de Oro.
Yes.
And she will explain paano naging hyperlocal ang RMN.
Kasi di ba po parang kadalasang approach, parang nationwide lagi.
Yes, yung reach mo na kung ano yung nag-air in Manila, nandun din sa ibang
So
RC
parang
different.
itong si RMN, iba yung ino-offer niya.
Actually, because RMN wala namang intention maging national si RMN.
Talaga po?
Originally. Yeah. So our family's from Cagayan de Oro. So my Don Henry, the founder, all he ever wanted was really to just have a radio station sa Cagayan de Oro na malalaman ng mga Cagayanons na may sunog sa kalye na to, na wala ng tubig yung isang kalye na to, na hulog yung kalesa ni kuya whoever. Yun lang.
So hindi
That's
siya talaga
all.
pang business po?
Of course, the business, that's the beauty of hyperlocal because only local businesses would air there. So one of their first advertisers were a bakery. And then, yung mga kumakanta pa ng jingle na, yung mga kamag-anak din namin. Kasi sila naman yung first employees eh. Diba? So, treasurer or finance or whatever, diba? DJ, lahat yan. Sila lang naman yan eh. So, that's where it started. I mean, yung ronda before, kalesa, na may megaphone.
Grabe.
Tapos, so, dire-diretso lang sila. Tapos, may sunog dito. Diba? Then, that's all. Just so, and naka-broadcast siya, naka-megaphone, so anybody nearby would know. That's it. And then, it proved successful to a certain extent that it was something na pinupunta ng mga tao, nananawagan na. That's where it all started. Diba? Radio was always built for public service. It's really the only medium that's designed for that. So, after that, nanganak, I think Iligan was the next station. And the inspiration actually was because Don Henry was given a grant to go to the United States to study community radio in America, which is the same thing. Yun lang naman, yung weather sa Oklahoma, hindi mo mararamdaman sa California.
Si malayo.
Oo, kasi ganun lang naman yan eh. So it's the same thing here. May typhoon sa Mindanao, not necessarily umuulan sa Manila.
Yes.
Diba? So that's how it just started. And 72 years later, and over 60 stations also later, that is still the same philosophy. That is still the same mode of broadcast. Bisaya kita,
Lagi,
diba?
mga Bisaya.
So there, if you go down to Cagayan de Oro, you won't understand.
Ambot.
Diba?
Ambot lang nahibawan niya.
Oh, wala.
Ibaligyan na to.
Kinido ha.
Ibaligyan na to.
Nakapampanganin ko kayo.
Awat po, awat.
Ay, masuko.
Gani.
Ganon.
But exactly that. So you go down to Cagayan de Oro, you won't understand what's being broadcasted. You'll hear the music, sure, it's a song you know, but once the DJ starts speaking, you won't understand. In the same way that if you look at the Cagayan de Oro Facebook page, the RMN IFM Facebook page, or the XCC, you also won't understand the content because it's designed for them. So that's what hyperlocal is all about. I'm proud to say that I believe that RMN is the most hyperlocal media network. Again, nagkataon na lang ng ambisyon maging national na dumadami na.
64 stations.
64 stations.
Plus, meron tayo sa WRMN New York,
in New
USA.
York, yeah.
Global.
So, that's what hyperlocal really is all about. Na parang you will only appreciate it if you're from there. You will only be able to talk about things that interest fellow people of that area. You're from Cebu.
Yes. At saka kami sa Cebu, talagang hindi namin, excuse me po pero sa totoo lang, mas na-appreciate namin talaga kapag halimbawa sa TV o radyo, yung dialekto namin yung ginagamit. Kapag halimbawa nagtatagalog ka doon kaya Sander, pagkaganyanin ka namin, no? Ganyan. Tagalog siya. Tagalog.
Yeah, which is true. Like Cebuanos, I heard this from somebody, Cebuano also, na when you talk in Tagalog and you are Bisaya, iba yung tingin ng mga Bisaya sa'yo.
Totoo.
Na parang, who do you think you are? Not, I mean, maybe not all, but there are some that will look at you that way. Na parang,
Or baka nakaka-offend.
it's
Parang
not
ganun.
so much na nakaka-offend,
Mm.
but it's really more of, bakit tayo mo Bisaya?
Medyo-
Bisaya ka naman talaga.
Yes. Tsaka OA, parang ganyan yung term namin.
Oo, yan.
OA
Mas OA,
neto.
diba? Tagalog.
OA, Tagalog. 2 years ka lang dito sa Manila.
Oo, exactly, di ba?
Oo,
Parang
ganun.
siguro yung mga kilala mong, di ba, nag-abroad lang ng
Oo.
bakasyon, pagbalik may accent na, wow, di ikaw na.
Sana all.
Oo, so that's very strong. That remains to be very strong. Dialect is one of the ways that you really connect. So even if you have relatives abroad, for example, like we have relatives abroad who's been living in America for decades, the moment they step into their house, they start talking Bisaya because they miss
Even
it.
until now po.
Even until now. And I guess to your point, that's how RMN is able to reach audiences outside of the Philippines kasi nakakamiss din pakinggan yung drama na Bisaya.
Yes.
Yung drama na Ilonggo or Hiligaynon. And plus, the scenarios there are very close to their hearts. Or sometimes yung street name are very close because they were from there. So, that's the beauty of hyperlocal. It's really about reaching exactly the people who will understand it best. I guess that's the best way to put it. Sadly, in Manila, it's really a melting pot. Ito pa lang, di ba? You have 2 Visayas and a Kapampangan and you are a...
Sampalok.
Dito talaga. Tagalog talaga siya.
Tagalog ka talaga.
Oo.
Tagalog talaga.
Sinampalukan manok ka pala.
Ibig sabihin po, Miss E, kanina din po nabanggit po ninyo na parang usually naman, hindi naman kayo like namamaral ng ideas with each other, very supportive.
Binabari lang namin ng each other.
Ayan. sa
Sumpit
pambuling.
lang, sumpit.
So,
Wala ka sweldo mamaya.
Ganon.
bullying nga. Pagka ganyan po, to Sir Tristan, kasi for us po sir na nakakakita ng friendship ninyo, napakadaling i-point kung ano yung mga advantages ng friendship, like same industry, parehas kayong mag-isip, 'di ba? Ano po yung disadvantage na magkakaibigan po kayo or magkaibigan po kayo in this industry? Was there ever a time na parang nagtalo po kayo?
Nag-isip pareho.
Oo, for work ha. For work. Hindi naman like
Yung
umabot
personal.
ng personal.
Doon ako tumawa sa personal.
Personal na away.
Pero ang feeling ko for my personal.
Sa akin ba nakatanong?
Yes sir.
In our friendship and work, there's none. I can't recall or I can't say any or kung magkakaroon man. I think it boils down to what I said earlier, yung trust and accountability. Because if you have that, you will no longer find time to question the intent, the motive, because there's trust. And you know na that person is accountable. Whether successful yan o hindi, you're accountable. So, there's none. The friendship is just there for the fun side. And how we utilize the fun side of it is how we bring it to the people also. We show na a friendship like this can work in this workplace. We can make the workplace feel fun. Not just because we're friends, but because of what we do, dapat we should enjoy what we're doing. So, wala siyang disadvantage for me. I also have friends na naging office mate ko, and wala rin namang ganong
Relationship.
Yeah.
Friendship.
I guess ours is just really different in such a way now. There's care. There's sincere care. And then the rest is really, okay, let's do this. We know it will produce results.
Sir, ang ganda po ni Miss E. Talented, napakatalino. Di po
Ayan,
kayo.
saan ba nagagalit niya? Tsaka para kang bubuit na gumano lang bigla.
Di kasi
Napaka naman yun. Parang,
There's care.
sorry, sino po sila?
Last day po.
Sino po sila? At parang sumama ka na lang dito sa usapan.
Exit interview po ito. Yung nabanggit niyo, sir, kanya talagang iba. You have other friends naman. Pero ito, parang sincere yung care. Yung showbiz na tanong.
Parang alam na namin yung susunod na
Oo, parang,
question.
uy, ano yan?
Mhm.
May ganun po bang feelings or platonic at all talaga?
Plato lang.
Plato lang.
Platonic.
Pato. Miss E, may question naman po is, ang dami niyo pong friends. Pero bakit po si Sir Tristan po yung inofera niyo po na makasama niyo po dito sa
Uy, grabe yun. Yan ang talagang showbiz.
Kasi
Ba't ikaw po yung sumagot?
That's actually a very good question. I don't know kung bakit siya.
Pero marami po kayo. Like circle po
Yeah, I
kayo.
mean, I have other friends in the industry that I remain close to. I think it's also because it's a question of our friendship nga is built on that. There's professionalism, but there's also kalokohanism. And I think
Alin po
it
yung
was,
mas lamang?
it's equal. It's parang BO lang yan, diba? Yung broadcast order. So the pakete itself, I guess that's the professional relationship we have. The friendship is the media values. You cannot just have the media values. Neither can you just have the spots. Isama mo pareho. That will make the package meaningful, I suppose. So, napaka-corny ng example, but I think it was more because I wanted somebody who I knew I could share the same vision with. I knew we could have fun doing it. And I knew at the end of the day, if whatever happens and it doesn't work out, we will still remain friends. More than anything. I think we're too old to have that tampuhan.
Ay, sorry po.
Too young.
We're too old to have that kind of tampuhan na parang hindi na tayo, parang it's not gonna work out, hindi na tayo friends. Sabi ko nga, parang there have been years that we won't text at all, and then it's the number mo pa ba to? Kasi you don't know eh. Diba? Tapos nasagot siya, sino to? Jollibee. Yan ang mga ano namin. As in ganon. Shake his delivery.
Wala mag-aakala, no? Si Miss E, tsaka si Sir Tristan, kung paano sila mag-present, paano sila pag nakaharap natin sa per station, for sure mapapanood at mapapakinggan to.
Itong
ng
episode
mga,
na to.
yes, ng mga other
Baka
station.
surprising para sa kanila.
Yes. Ay, ganun. Ganun.
Baka nga hindi. But yeah, I mean, I think we've come to the point where we can finish sentences of each other. I think Tristan's is the only presentations that I'm able to present na kahit hindi ako gumawa. Normally kasi ayoko nagpe-present na hindi ko ginagawa na presentation. Kasi parang hindi ako comfortable. Confident and comfortable doing it. And in the same way, I'm sure he can present something I've made. Regardless kung yan yung train of thought niya, makakapture niya. And I'm sure there are a lot of friendships like that. I'm sure you both have your own share. I'm not gonna say it's the same intensity or the same depth and all that, but it's equally different and at the same time, equally beautiful. And that is actually a hope that I have for anybody and everybody in any industry, that you're able to find a friendship like that.
May another beautiful po ba na kami naaasahan from this tandem here in MMV? Tandem.
Oo nga eh.
Riding in tandem.
Actually, hold up to.
Kasi we have 360X, the Hyperlocal, etong The Good Story. Ano pa po yung, kung meron man po, na parang niluluto nyo?
Actually, maraming maraming ingredients. It's just a matter of how to put them best together. And I think you talked about hyperlocal and the passion that we have behind hyperlocal. And kung tutusin, it's not radio, that's the legacy. Hyperlocal storytelling is the legacy.
Ang galing.
It's not that. It's not this box.
It's the
It's the idea
hyperlocal.
of that. And that's what's made RMN successful and will continue to be successful 72 years and beyond. And that passion we've actually brought together to an event that we'll be having towards the end of this year. I'll let Tristan talk more about it only because it's his baby.
Wow.
Sperm donor lang ako.
Ninang.
Ako yung sperm donor. Sige,
Ay,
ikaw yung
sorry
ninang.
po.
But
Pag tumitingin na si
I
Sir
think
Tristan
more
na
than
ganun.
anything, that's that.
Apo.
The legacy is how we are able to connect even somebody who is as far as Dinagat Islands in Surigao to understand what is happening in his or her province. Take it away.
Nasa inyo po ang hapag.
No,
Pagkain.
ako magluluto at ako yung maghahapag. Ako rin ang kakain.
Kaya nga.
No, yeah, to add to what Erica's saying, ano ba yung niluluto, no? It's not more on niluluto. It's actually luto na siya. It's just gonna be served, no?
Wow.
Yeah, it's banking on the power of the network, which is the power of or the art of hyperlocal storytelling in Vismin. Okay, I'll share ko yung story ko when I went to Cebu. She brought me to Cebu and Bacolod to visit the drama centers to understand. Because that's the question. Ano ba yung radio ngayon?
That was your question.
Diba? That's my question. So I need to understand and go there, far south. And when I went to Cebu, I chanced upon this program ng station natin, ng drama. It's called What's the Style. What's letter D, style.
Meaning?
Ito nga, this is the story. When it's a drama. So, wearing my Manila hat, coming there, ano yan, baduy. See, that's my thinking.
Na-hurt ka.
Opo.
Di ba?
Kasi hindi ka taga doon.
Exactly.
Nerd ako.
Di ba? In my mind, but of course, di ko naman sinabi yun kasi baka hindi na ako makabalik eh.
Isip niya lang.
Narinig na po.
O ano ba yan? But parang ganun yung pagkasulat niya or not knowing that it's like a slang there. It's naughty. It's a naughty line, no? But it's actually one of the most followed or one of the most listened to programs or drama in Cebu. So, kumbaga, yun yung nabuong story in my mind. Parang, alam ba ng mga brands to na this is how one radio is consumed hyperlocally, and these are the types of content they listen to. Now, very different if you will come from Manila. Parang, kaya nga yung question is, to advertisers, is your brand message or brand language resonating well in Vismin? And then come the hyperlocal thinking. Parang, okay, are you hyperlocally placed? Traditionally, yung naging behavior kasi from the time, especially now that digital is in place, parang whatever is communicated in Manila, it's gonna be the same in Vismin, in Cebu, in Bacolod, in Cagayan de Oro, in Davao, not knowing na ang daming local nuances that needs to be factored in. And that's hyperlocal. When you hyperlocalize a content, you're not just translating it to a dialect.
That's the first step.
Yeah, you really have to understand even where that material will air or will place because it's different there. Kaya dun ko challenge yung always on. When you say always on, not all of the Filipino people, especially down south, we're an island, group of islands, di ba? 7,000 plus. Not all islands are properly connected when it comes to internet. There's this thing called that little radio that people from those far-flung places listen to. The question is, alam ba yan ng mga bagong media buyers and planners now, di ba? That's why we came up with this idea of putting up a thought leadership event. It's called Media Buy.
Media buy.
Okay,
BAI?
BAI. Buy in Bisaya is friend.
Yes. Opo.
BUY is our jargon with the agencies, di ba? Yung media buying. So, yun yung etymology nung name of the event. It's called Media Buy because it's gonna present the art of hyperlocal storytelling. It's an in 360 experience in Visayas, Mindanao. We are partnering with an agency called the Republic Group of Companies. They are based in Cebu. They are one of the largest agencies in Vismin, or based there. They have the same story. The same, di naman siguro pain point. Para siyang gigil mo na, how can I help the brands or tell the brands na this is how they should tailor their communication when it comes to talking to the Vismin audience. Na ang the way we plan kasi yung we call it parang the version of federalism, yung Imperial Manila, kung ano yung nag-work dito, we'll do it there. Parang okay, it may or may not work. But why not, di ba, do it hyper-locally? And that's where the strength of RMN lies because of our presence. So, we'd like to think that up until now, RMN networks dominate the Vismin market when it comes to audience reach, particularly for radio. So, RGC being our partner in this project, they also have the same, what we call, story that they want to share with their clients. No, they have the same, hindi siya frustration parang we call it nga the giggle story. How can we really help the brands, their brand language resonate well in Vismin? One of their products, just like us on the radio business, they have in digital, they have Buy TV. It's actually a YouTube channel that actually creates Bisaya content for the Bisaya audience. So, alam mong kung Bisaya ka either from Manila or Bisaya ka from abroad, if you get to watch that content, you can relate to. As opposed to yung sinabi mo kanina, di ba? Maybe hindi Tagalog naintindihan ng lahat, it's the native tongue, but it's not spoken there. Di ba? So that's the power and the beauty of hyperlocal. If you get to understand that, it's easy. We'll try to make it easy for you to navigate Vismin on an advertising and marketing perspective. That's the purpose of Media Buy. We've been wanting to share this slowly we've been sharing this with agencies, no? But sabi naman, why don't we put up a first media convention that will talk about the art of true hyperlocal targeting or hyperlocal storytelling in Vismin, no?
Kailan yan, sir? Yung parang grand convention na inaasahan natin?
Yeah, this is going to be in Whitespace, Makati on November 5, 2024. So it's going to be almost a whole day thing, no?
Okay.
And we've started rolling it out to a couple of agencies already and brands, no? And whom we are doing partnerships with also. And we're excited and we look forward to having the agencies, the advertisers, the clients, no, to be there. They can check our socials, which I think will be flashed.
Ay,
Sa ilalim.
Down there.
digital transformation.
Depende kung kaya nila.
Direct
Where I'm
pag wala
pointing
yan,
dapat lumabas yan kung saan
Pag
yan
wala
para hindi ako
yan.
mapahiya.
Pressure.
Isakto mo dito sa
Oo,
daliring
para hindi
ko.
ako mapahiya. Pwede rin ganon.
But yeah, it's really, that's the purpose. No? It's not your usual media summit or media convention. It's really about the power of hyperlocal. Especially now, no, not for anything, nag-election. I'm sure may makikita kang ganun, no? That's just one aspect if you look at it. But more importantly, sa brands, no? The national brands, both that has regional presence. It's very important, we feel or we believe it's very important for them to understand how can I really talk the language of the Vismin market. Do you know that 42% of the household,
Nakasulat ulit.
based on a Kantar study, 42% of the Philippine household is in Vismin. And half of our land masses, actually, pag kinumbine mo yung Vismin,
Mas
it's
malaki.
more than half. than Luzon.
Luzon. Totoo naman.
Even on spending power, the Bisaya power ang tawag, it has overtaken the spending power of both Luzon and even the entire Philippines at 5.2%, no, yung spending growth rate nila. So that's what makes Vismin very interesting. That's what makes Vismin not just, siguro to some extent, mysterious siya. There's a lot to understand, no? Napaka-cultural. In fact, when I started in advertising, nung magka-opisina kami, the brand that was assigned to me is a very hyper-local brand. It's called Vino Kulafu. And yes, it's a Chinese wine or it's a liquor marketed as a Chinese wine.
Existing pa rin ba siya?
Yes. Till now, it's still, I would think, it's the number one Chinese wine. In fact, we're inviting the client, no, to be one of the speakers there.
Oh.
But yeah, it was one of my brands when I was still in the advertising side. And then I even became one of the
Owners.
Managers. When I joined,
Drinkers.
nag-client side din ako kasi for 1 year when I joined in San Miguel. No? That's where yung kwento niya na naging kliyente niya ako.
Oh, may event. Launch. It was a launch of one of the SKUs of VK.
In Malaybalay, Bukidnon.
Bukidnon.
So, yun, isa yun sa mga, kumaga, why I really believe hyper-local planning is important. Regardless of what platform the consumers are in today. Sabi nila, everyone's digital, everyone's smartphone. But, di ba, everyone does that. But how are you hyper-locally sound? At the end of the day, communication should be simple.
Yeah, true to the business model we've been talking about. No, I think Media Buy has that, the professionalism for you to understand it as a business, as your sales objective, marketing objective, and all that. But the fun part of it is that convention side.
Mm-mm.
How do you appreciate something that you don't enjoy? Diba? We can give a talk. We can, what do you call this? Do many podcasts like this. But if you don't physically experience it and really make it part of something that you find fun in, how do you truly engage with that? And actually, that's what you can expect in Media Buy. Of course, you'll have the info setting. We have a lot of speakers who will be giving not just facts about the industry, the purchasing power, as mentioned in Vismin, the culture there and all that, but even from brands and companies who have done it, who continue to maybe struggle with it, who are trying to find more meaning with it and all these things. No, so it's really more practical applications, practical understanding, and yeah, there are some exciting things happening on the side as well, just for you to really immerse in what Vismin is. Malay mo, may nagsisinulog dyan at nagmamaskara, sayaw dyan, just for you to see na kayo. The fiesta is the biggest party in that area.
Yes.
So just the idea of why it takes a full year for each LGU to plan for it.
Mm-mm.
Diba? When you look, it's so interesting, but it's also so vast. Ang laki-laki, ang dami-dami kasi. Like, just Bisaya, as it is.
Yes.
So, I'm from Cagayan. She's from Cebu. But our Bisaya, while it's called Bisaya,
Different.
there are different
Yes.
nuances to that. Like, one of my favorite examples is, so pretty or nice in Cebuano is
Guapa.
Nindot.
Nindot.
In Cagayan, it's Chada. Only in Cagayan.
Shada. Oo.
Although the etymology of that has evolved also over time. But when I talk to my relatives, yes, we say guapa.
Mm-mm.
Sometimes we say nindot. But more often than not, we use the word chada.
Chada. For all yun, ma'am, no?
For Cagayan only.
I mean, thing or person.
Yes.
Kasi sa Bisaya, yung nindot for bagay lang. And guapa for a person.
For Fez.
Ito, ay, char. Sorry mo.
Sa Manila, pag yung word na nindot can mean different.
Oo,
Diba?
parang medyo ano siya.
Hindot. Ay.
Naughty. It's like
Naughty.
a naughty word.
Bukid.
Mm-mm.
Bukid in Bisaya
Bukid.
is mountain.
Yeah. Apo.
Mountain.
Oo.
Bukid. Makabukid ka. Bukid.
Hindi ko na
Alam
alam.
mo, hindi ka hyper-local, ha?
Nagpebeten.
But that's bundok. As in mountain. As in mataas.
Sir, hindi pala halata na Bisaya ako.
Baka guess ka ni Melay. One on one.
Hindi pala.
Yeah, so bukid is bundok, as in mountain. Mataas na lugar
Mm-mm.
ang bukid. But in Tagalog, it's patag, farmland. So it's very confusing if you talk to Bisaya that says, umakyat siya sa bukid, na parang ikaw, anong klaseng bukid naman yan? Kasi patag lang yan eh. So yeah, just with Bisaya alone, marami ng iba-iba.
Yeah, it has around, if I'm not mistaken, 30 iterations. O meron pang Chabacano.
Yun ang medyo mahirap pong...
Diba?
Yung Ilonggo actually, Hiligaynon.
Waray. Yeah. Well, I understand the 3 biggest languages in the Visayan.
Makasabot ka, sir?
No, it's Cebuano,
Okay.
Hiligaynon, and Waray. And then there are other many iterations. Like yung sinabi mo, di ba, lumipat ka lang ng town, iba na yung salita. And it applies the same in Luzon.
Yes.
In Luzon, it's also very hyper-local where we are also operating as a network. Lumayo ka lang ng konti.
Tumawid ka lang ng toll.
Bulacan, iba, hindi, Bulacan.
Matapos lang ang SLX, makaiba na.
Diba? Sa Bulacan lang, nag-iba na yung Tagalog, diba? Yung Eka, punta ka Pampanga, iba na talaga doon. I'm Kapampangan, diba? Iba na yung Liwaneng Pisabyang ka rin, tumiras ka Pampanga. So, ibig sabihin,
Yes po.
iba na yung usapan doon. Then go far north pa, diba? There's, of course, Tarlac, Pangasinan, Benguet, Ilocos. So, that's how hyper-local the country is. Different languages. Di na nga dialect ang tawag sa kanila, di ba? They're languages. So, we broadcast in more than 10 languages as a network. It's not even close to the many languages that the Philippines has. I think we have over 182 plus or 180 plus languages. So, that's what hyperlocal is all about. It's understanding the local nuances, no? What makes a community thrive, what makes a community flourish.
I think it's just, seeing it not a better light, but kasi nga ang dami-dami ng platform. Dati kasi TV, radio, print. That's it. Even print, you'll have smaller scale publications sa dialect lang. Diba? But otherwise, it's English. Your big 3 are in English before yung PDI Star and Bulletin mo, English yun, with Business World and all that, diba? But now, since sa dami-daming platforms, even your algorithm is changing. Like, I'm sure, the moment you go, like, happens to me, the moment I open my TikTok in Cebu, I get this Cebuano content coming out, diba? So, that's there. I don't even have to look for it. Lalabas at lalabas na siya. So, all the more, the understanding of that hyper-local storytelling is important. Diba? It's important for you to know what is offensive in Manila may not be offensive in Bisaya, or worse, vice versa. It's a funny joke in Tagalog, pero hindi siya funny in Cebuano. Or not so much that it's not funny, but it's not a joke. Parang, I don't understand. So it's lost already. Nawala na yung in Tagalog, masaya siya. Parang, yes, in Manila, you have a lot of people commenting on that content and all that. But the moment it lands to somebody's page in Davao,
offensive, parang ganun.
Yeah. Actually, mas worse pa nga yung hindi naiintindihan eh. Yung offensive, parang nagka-emotion ka pa with it eh. Yung hindi mo naiintindihan, dead mo na siya. Diba? So parang it's out of your radar at all. I think that's the worst thing that can happen to a brand.
Yes.
Sir Tristan, Ma'am Erica, di ba po itong media buy, and then I've seen you shared this naman sa mga talks, no, yung about 360X Media. Di ba industry secret siya? Na dapat po, alam niyo po yun, kagaya nitong sa podcast natin, sinishare niyo siya sa students na nakikinig, nanonood sa atin. Pwede to. Tsaka
sino makakita nito?
Tapos, syempre mapapanood din ng mga ibang agencies and companies. Sinishare niyo po siya publicly. Hindi ba dapat parang industry secret siya ni RMN, exclusive, ganun po?
I think more than, and you can add on to that, but it's not the era anymore of that. Yeah, it's really the era where sharing is caring.
Everything is...
Yeah, and everything is out there.
Yes.
There's no way to really hide anything. Not that we've wanted to, but like we said from the start, parang medyo passion and advocacy siya eh. Because we feel it strongly with the network. We feel it strongly when we hear, let's say, we have a material from a client na parang, we know it's not gonna work. Do we tell them? Do we not tell them? Do you say na parang, binayaran naman ako to air it, I'll just air it. Diba? More than that is because I think there's a passion behind it. We just want to make sure that the clients put the same trust and accountability in us na makakaabot yung message na to that audience. We want to help them find the best way to do that. I'm sure a lot of other brands are doing it. I'm sure a lot of other networks are doing it as well. So while it's spearheaded by RMN, Media Buy is spearheaded by RMN and RGC, it's really designed for the industry as a whole. It's really designed for everybody to have that same insight, that knowledge, thought leadership nga, to understand it better. At the end of the day, what we can hope is that they realize that RMN is the best media partner for it. But like I said, that's out in the open for everybody to have and to hold.
To consume.
Ika lang. From this day forward till this do us part.
Yeah, I think even at the onset when the 360, RMN 360X was conceptualized, it was even launched to the industry. We talked about it in KBP. I'm gonna jump back lang dun sa sinabi ko kanina, di ba? And everything is all about, and this is in our website, in the MMV website, no? Sabi nila, in this new age, collaboration is the most effective business model. We see that in other networks, na wala na yung competition, di ba? Everyone's collaborating. Because that's how things can get done, especially in an industry that's, I would say, hindi siya challenge, but it's facing times that where, because the consumption is different now. And radio is in that realm. That's why we're not selfish to share the strategy. Because we also want the industry to have the same. It's all a matter of who will, siguro, we would like to think we're pioneering something, but doesn't mean the other networks like us can't do it, di ba? So, yeah, wala, there's no competition. It's an open thing. It so happen it's a network like us, partnered with a agency has the same story, that's sharing this, no? It's really a thought leader, passion project nga siya eh. We just want to tell the advertisers it's a different ball game out there. And that's what we want to share. Yeah, we're excited to do this.
And we'll see you there.
Ay, invite
Nandun
ako.
ba kami?
Sige po.
Oo, magpa-podcast kayo magpapa-podcast kayo sa gilid eh.
It's our last episode,
Well,
season finale.
Open
I
ba siya
thank
for
you.
everybody? Like, parang yung mga
Yeah, it's open, of course, with limited number of seats. No, it's free. That's the good thing about it. There's no ticket selling, but of course, it has limited seats. No, we're rolling it out for advertisers, agencies, and brands who are interested to know about that. Again, they can check on their socials below. Diba? Just reach out to us. Yeah. If you want to RSVP, it's via RSVP. We're sending out invitations also.
Ayun.
Sa mga nakikinig or makakapanood po sa atin, millennial, Gen Z, or whatever generation
Alpha.
po sila, yes. Ano po yung parang message nyo po sa kanila? Payo.
Yan, tanda.
Ah.
Payo.
Ano po yung advice nyo po sa kanila to keep the friendship at work, but also parang how...
Where do we draw the line?
Yes.
Parang ganon.
Oo, parang ganyan po. Kasi sa kanila kasi parang very natural eh. Di ba? Parang very natural nangyari na lang.
Nahinubog ng panahon.
Oo,
Ano
Mas matanda yun.
Hinubog ng panahon.
Pinanday ng panahon.
Kaya,
Ayan.
very comfortable na kayo sa isa't isa. But if you put it into words na sana sana all makikinig sa atin na parang ito yung maliban dun sa sincerity and accountability na narinig natin from Sir Tristan, ano yung iisipin nila?
It's really up to you
Mm-hmm.
how you find that, because at the end of the day, you're two people.
Mm-mm.
So the same way that you are professional may not be 100% the other person. So it's finding that balance in between.
Mm-mm.
Diba? Where do you, that line, nobody draws the line the same way. Like you said, dahil matanda na kami. Parang yun ang sinabi mo. We became friends in a different generation. I'm sure friendships now are very different. Just the mere fact na, dati kasi, pag Magkikita kayo sa SM. Tiwala na lang eh.
Mhm.
3 p.m. ha?
Kasi walang
Kita-kits.
cellphone.
Landline eh.
Walang
3 p.m.
cellphone.
Kita-kits. Baba ang phone, commute. Bahala na si Lord kung umapir dyan ng 3 p.m.
Basta ka na darating.
Oo, diba? Kasi kahit pa 3:10 at wala pa, ay saan ka tatawag?
Mm-mm.
Sa bahay. Nakaalis na.
Nakaalis na.
Mm.
So, hindi mo rin alam kung nasaan. So, maybe that's what honed. Oh, honed. Yan naman yung English. Tama, diba? Yan ang
Ako,
English
anong
na.
pinanday?
Oo. Time has honed
Honed.
our friendship with that. And now, friendships are very different. You're one
Mm-mm.
text away. Minsan nga, hindi pa nga nagsisend yung text. Parang, hello, are you there?
Mm-mm.
Di ba? Wala pa nga delivered eh.
Mm.
Di ba? Ginaganon man. So, I guess it would be more challenging now.
Yes.
I think it would be more
Mm.
challenging. At the end of the day, it's really about you as two different people.
Mm-mm.
Where do you find that common ground, that balance,
Mm-mm.
and how you're able to sustain that?
Mm-mm.
Kasi there are some na parang on surface lang na ganito.
Yes. Maraming ganyan.
Pero over time, nawawala.
Maraming ganyan sa trabaho,
Diba?
especially.
But maybe that's also a natural progression.
Yeah.
You have to go through that
Yes.
so that you know how to adjust
Mm-mm.
for the next.
Mm-mm.
So, I don't really have any advice for it.
Mm-mm.
I
Walang
think it's-
formula po.
Yeah, I don't
There's
think
none,
I don't think
yeah.
there's formula to how you can make or forge a lasting friendship. Eh.
Mm-mm.
Kasi if there's one, parang hindi siya friendship, parang sinusundan mo just to sustain a friendship, di ba?
Mhm.
It has to be something, one, I think, spontaneous, natural, no? And again, babalik ka doon when you apply it to work, it's really those two things I mentioned kanina, di ba? How do you trust each other? You make each other accountable. While in running this business, no, when I joined her, siguro I would say, from my perspective, we have that silent agreement. Now, we will make this work.
Again, our friendship is different. We don't need that.
Mm-mm.
We know. Diba? I know that if he presents something and I'm on board, I know it will happen. Similarly, if there's a decision I make which can affect him, his team, or whatever, he trusts where that's coming from. But that doesn't mean that we don't ask each other.
Mm-mm.
We don't question it also. Because I think that's also a very mature level of friendship.
Yes.
That you're really able to question
Mm-mm.
each other. I can understand that he's coming from this objective,
Mm.
but can I just ask, how does this affect this? Diba? Parang all these things naman, sabi nga, diba, over time and space and place,
Mm.
nagagawa. Nagkataon that we started being friends because we worked together and then we're back together again. I'm sure there are relationships there where they became friends, they ended up not being friends, became friends again. Parang ang dami namang ganyan eh. There are many journeys
Mm-mm.
of friendship. I guess the good story there is one, you find one that is lasting,
Yes.
regardless of time, space, and place.
Mm-mm.
Or maybe you had one and maybe you did lose it, but you will always treasure
Mm-mm.
that you had that memory of that friendship at that time. So
Yes.
kanya-kanya naman yan eh. We cannot, I don't know if, I'm sure there are other people who have an even funnier friendship
Mm-mm.
than ours. Oh, we like our friendship
Mhm.
and the kalokohan of our friendship day in and day out. We have a meme relationship. That's our love language.
Meme relationship.
Yes, we send each other memes even at 11:59 p.m.
Isa pa ulit-ulit lang yun.
Ulit-ulit, tapos nagmumuran kami, pinadala ko na yun sa'yo, hindi kaya. Ganon. But yeah, I guess that's our love language.
Mhm.
We find that humor in everything, regardless of whether things are good or bad, happy or sad. Ito yun, di ba? Ito yun, di ba?
Papunta na doon.
Papunta na doon.
Yes.
But I think that to anybody who is navigating a workplace friendship, for
Mhm.
example, that's really depending on how the two of you are as people first.
Mhm.
Because the duality of us doesn't define who we are individually.
We call that commitment, no? Sabi may nabasa akong quote last weekend. Sabi, commitment is what you hold on to when motivation runs out.
Oh.
So, pag committed ka, whether sa friendship, sa relationship mo with your family, or wala ka motivation, that's what you hold on to. You're committed to something. And that's how, I guess, any friendship or any relationship should be based on. Nag-commit ka eh. Diba?
And we have our moments. We have our moments where I'll come in, I'll just close my door, and nobody bothers me, not even him. Same thing. Diba? Minsan kakatok yan, tapos gagano lang sa salamin. Busy ka, pero no, may ganyan, diba?
Gagawin mo na namang
May
meme.
dumadungaw, diba? But
Opo.
that I guess respect is also a big factor in that. So yeah, you respect each other's individuality.
Yes.
There are some days na talagang wala sa mood, and we're comfortable telling each other that, na parang papasok yan, magpapatawa, tapos sabihin wala ako sa mood. Tapos mumurahin ako nito. Ganun, wala ka sa mood. Diba?
Sayang yung,
Grabe.
sayang yung ano niya.
Oo, sayang
Yung
yung ambag niya
momentum.
for the day.
Nag-effort.
Oo, sayang yung ambag niya for the day.
Yung siguro habang nagde-drive siya, naisip, patatawa nito si Erica.
Oo.
Ganyan.
And same, there are days
Oo.
that I feel it also, na parang, okay, wala to sa mood. So, wala muna. Mga after lunch na. Diba? Or minsan, it's one meme. Meme muna. Pag sumagot, yes, pwede na. Okay na.
Okay na
Na-warm up. Pero kung may meme, tapos scene.
Ay.
Bad mood,
Iba
bad mood,
pa,
bad
iba
mood.
pa.
Ibang meme. Baka corny lang yan, corny.
I think yung general takeaway ko dito, Kuya Sander. Kuya Sander. Sa ating episode for TGS is yung friendship, yung mature friendship, magkakaiba talaga ng formula. No? Kasi katulad ng story nila, pwede yung nakikinig sa atin, nanonood sa atin, iba din yung dynamics nila. But the bottom line or the common denominator is mature kasi. 'Di ba? Kung halimbawa, magkaibigan kayo because of work, or magkatrabaho kayo, kaya naging kaibigan kayo, vice versa, ay kung halimbawa, hindi ka naman sensitive, mabilis ma-offend, kasi nga mature ka, hindi masisira yung friendship. Kasi kung masisira yan, or ma-offend ka, maging sensitive ka, dahil let's say, na-criticize yung work mo.
Or nagkontrahan kayo.
Yes. In the very first place, hindi kayo friends. Diba? Oo. Kasi, na-misinterpret mo siya, diba? Yung parang ganyan na hindi ganon pa ka-rooted yung
Or you have the
pagkakilala
maturity to ask why.
Oo. Yun.
Why
Yes.
do you feel
That
mali
way.
ako? Or,
Or ang ginawa mo na lang, nag-walk out ka na lang. Hindi talaga,
Ganon.
yun talaga, hindi ganun ka-mature. That's why hindi talaga maging lasting. Unlike their friendship, or the other friendship, na nag-last talaga is, they're very mature with their friendship, how they handle.
Wow.
Parang hindi meme relationship, no?
parang
Very
yata.
mature and immature.
Yes. Well, yeah, a friendship can start by our friendship actually started because we were both immature. Kasi puro kalokohan lang ginagawa namin, di ba? So, yun pa lang. I mean, it can be rooted in that. That's fine.
Fun.
As long as it develops into something. And you can have shallow friendship. I won't call it shallow, but you can have many friendships.
Yes.
Di ba? You don't rank the degree of the how deep a friendship is one over the other.
My friend one, parang teacher one, teacher two.
Di
Salary
ba?
grade.
Oo.
Kasi parang how hard to live a life na ganyan.
Yes.
That you rank your friendships or your relationships, di ba? They're all special in their own little way. Whether that was over 3 months na magkasama lang kayo sa isang trabaho, or over, in our case, 24 years of friendship. Actually, 24 in about 6 months kasi I started in 99, middle of 99. But we really became friends.
Ilang taon ka nun?
Oo nga.
99, 5 years old po.
You're fired.
Ako may anak na ako noon.
Sige po, 15.
Oh. Yeah, I started middle of 99, but we really became friends at the start of the millennium. Yes,
Wow.
2000 kasi. Y2K. Millennial pa kang nangyari sa amin.
Friendship, oo.
Yeah, that's where it really starts. So yeah, and you can have many, many different friendships, the degree of which only you would know, and and the way that that's special to you is only for you to understand. I mean, you can't compare friendships like in the same way that I have many other long friendships, and as I'm sure Tristan has, ours is of a different degree to others that we have. Maybe at separate instances, he may not have been the first choice that I would call as a friend. In the same way, me also. And we're not hurt about that. Pero mumurahin ko siya.
After.
Na bakit hindi ako yung tinawagan. but that's the reality. Diba? And then, the story there is that how you navigate all of that, and at the end of the day, how that all played into what your life is all about.
Since the beginning ng ating podcast, parang it's all
beginning
about
of time.
fun. Yes.
Since the beginning of time.
Parang it's about fun. Okay lang po ba, before mag-general takeaway si Kuya Sander, meron akong fun game sa kanila. Yung parang,
nagulat si Direk. Oo. Sabi niya, kabahala ka dyan, wala akong kinalaman dyan.
Parang wala sa
Unang-una, kung may nangyari kung last time muna, wag mo ko'y damay.
Okay, hiring new host.
Please call the number below. Send your CV to this email.
Huwag naman po, char. Pero eto po, kung sino, parang who's who sa game natin. Halimbawa,
Who's tall?
Ako yun.
Uy, ngayon, no?
Kaya
Ngayon, Miss E, tingnan mo
Yes.
naman. Inayos
High
pa.
chair yan, high
Opo.
chair.
Halimbawa po, sino mas magaling?
Saan?
Sa industry.
Ikaw.
Hindi nila masagot.
Oo.
Oh, kasi different degrees naman.
Okay.
Pwedeng magaling na separate.
Okay.
Yes, duality.
Wow.
The
Duality
duality of us.
does not define our individuality. Okay, second question. Sino mas
I
nanlilibre?
would say, okay,
Okay.
to answer that question, I guess when it comes to strategic thinking, I would say Tristan.
Yes, sir.
Wala.
Your answer?
Thank you.
Sabi niya,
Sorry,
yeah, that's
thank
me.
you.
That's how we compliment. He can.
alam ko mababa ang boses ko. Pero hindi ako lalaki. Man.
She can execute and implement the strategy very well. That's where she's good at. So, kaya maganda yung tandem.
Combination.
There is thinking. There is
So, yan
good
nag-isip.
execution.
Mukha na pahamak talaga ako.
Operations ako, di ba? Operations. No, but yes, okay there. I really truly believe that. Seeing it from that type of macro lens, I think Tristan's very good at that. That's also, again, honed by time sa skill niya. And yeah, I'd like to say, if I could take it, that yeah, I'm able to look at it operationally, how it all works together. Not just that one thing, but everything around it. Paano siya gagalaw.
Sino po ang mas nanlilibre?
Ay,
Ay,
nagturuan sila.
Parehas
Nagturuan
galante.
Siya yung nagpapasweldo sa akin.
Sino po ang mas magaling magluto?
Siya.
Ay, sir.
Kabampangan kasi ako eh.
I must say.
Tsaka di ba parang pag mga Kapampangan, parang pag nagluto sila yung hindi pwedeng isang putahe lang.
Ang dami palagi?
Oo,
Ganun po?
parang ganun. Pag may bisita raw.
Ganon.
Ang sabi nga, mga babae, if you're going to look for a husband, maghanap ka ng kapampangan.
Kapampangan.
Ay,
Kasi
ganun.
magaling magluto.
Ay.
Pero mga lalaki,
Late ko na po nalaman.
nakapampangan, mahirapan.
Kasi,
Oo, kasi mag-expect sila sa mga asawa nila.
Ah.
na ganyan.
Parang yung kinuwento ng mami mo
Yun
yan, di ba? Yung pag Ilonggo.
Ilonggo din. Ilonggo kasi maalaga.
Mm.
Maalaga lang. Pero hindi mo na magluto. Ay, hindi ko alam mga Ilonggo. Tika,
Opo.
pakitanggalin mo na yan. Kasi hindi ako sure sa trivia na yan. At baka mabash. Baka mabash tayo ng mga Ilonggo. Stick with the Kapampangan one. Huwag na yung Ilonggo. Iba-verify ko muna.
Sino po ang mas maraming chika?
Ako.
Sabi niya, ako.
aminado na siya.
Oo.
Hindi,
Ako.
eto, sino yung mas mainit ang ulo? Mas
Okay.
mabilis uminit ang
Ako yun.
As in. As in,
Ito yung buzzer. Yun yung...
Oo.
Totoo
Kahit
po.
asawa ko, alam niya yun.
Traffic pala.
Pero ano sir, nag-resonate? I mean, vocally, parang sinasabi ninyo.
Oo,
Flat out.
nagbabasag ng baso yan sa
Hindi.
tsaka plato.
Kaya pala parang ayaw sumindi ng mga ilaw natin kanina.
Ang first impression lagi sa akin, masungit.
Ay, talaga,
Masungit ka
sir.
naman talaga eh.
Probably because of this, yung ganun yung ulo ko.
But,
But when they get to know me,
Si May ang lakas ng tao.
tumatawa sir yung mga staff natin, yung TGS, ano natin, crew.
May new team
Si
next
Mark Absuelto
episode.
kasi nasa labas
Nasa
lang.
labas eh.
di naman ako mainitin ulo, madali lang akong
Mainitin.
mapainitin.
Mainitin. Mabilis. Siya yung classic na if your face had subtitles.
Ay, ganun.
Basta
Hindi
Mas
makapag-
aggressive, hindi pwede
Oo.
magsinungaling.
Mahirap to maging...
Kitang-kita.
Mahirap to maging yung sa pag nagpe-present ka ng estudyante.
Teacher.
Panel.
Oo,
Ganyan
mahirap.
ako.
Mahirap maging
Pag nakikita
panel.
kong ba, hindi ko,
Ay, gagano. Kakabahan na lalo yung estudyante.
The Devil Wears Prada.
The devil lang siya. Hindi siya
Walang
nagpa-Prada.
Prada.
The Devil Wears Blue Corner.
The devil wears Cinderella.
Sino po ang mas magastos?
Ako.
yan.
Kasi mas maraming pera.
Hindi.
Ay, hindi.
Magastos lang.
Sa passion food, ganon?
Ako sa BTS talaga.
Yes.
Ang mahal pa man din ng merch nila.
Oo nga.
Kasi ako, hagibis lang.
Parang fatal
Hot dogs.
flaw ko talaga yan. Na parang to this day, hindi ko alam kung bakit ganun ko.
Talagang
Yeah.
magta-travel ka to another country, Miss E, tama?
I did. Twice.
Sana all.
Para makabili.
Siya,
Oo.
nagpatattoo siya.
Sa
Na,
tattoo artist ni
Sa
BTS. Oo.
nasaan?
Eh.
Nandito eh.
Nakikita. So,
Mag-uubad
sana
pa ako
makita-
dito. May edit mo yan ha! Hindi pwede makita ng manager.
Ay, wala na.
Wala na. Naubos na.
Sino po ang mas matanong? Sa trabaho, sa mga empleyado?
Ako matanong ako when it comes to work.
Okay.
Because I will always ask. Like for example, may huddle or a briefing. I will really ask and challenge the one presenting. I like asking because that's my job as on strategy. I need to understand. I need to challenge the thinking ko. So on that aspect, matanong ako. But on the other aspect like personal,
So ako yung chismosa. Kasi ako
Hindi siya yun, sabi niya.
I think I'd like to say, matanong ako when it comes to people.
Like personal?
No, more or personal and also in the professional setting.
Mm-mm.
How would this affect this person?
Mm-mm.
How would doing this project, if I assign this person, how would it affect?
matanong siya pag even on things na checking on you, yung mga ganon. Well, kanila, tinatanong niya kung may ubo pa yung wife ko.
Yung aso nila.
oo. She has that caring, inquisitive.
Ay, hindi ko kayang i-spell.
Parang ubiquitous.
Opo. Parang yung pivot na muna.
Inquirer.
Oh.
PDI.
Sino po ang mas maarte when it comes to trabaho? Like medyo,
Meticulous.
yan.
I think we're the same.
Nagturuan sila.
I think we're the same. We're perfectionists in our own way.
Mhm.
Maybe not on the same things,
Mm-mm.
but in the things that we do. So, like, yeah, one is that I cannot present a presentation na hindi ako ang gumawa.
Mm-mm.
Pero I can present his. I don't know if he feels the same way with me, and that's okay. If that's,
Kasi ang hirap nun eh. Yung parang pag hindi dumaan sa'yo.
Or hindi ko gumawa.
O hindi ko gumawa.
Yung ano mo.
yeah,
Oo.
your train of thought is not
Yes.
there.
Opo. Last question. Sino ang mas maraming friends?
Sa
Siya lang
social
friend ko.
media.
Sa social media,
Social
naka-friends
media
ka ba
ba?
nun? Titinin pa ako ng ano.
Siya yun. Ako,
Siya.
I have less than 1,000 friends in Facebook. I only follow, not because I don't want to have many friends, but I guess those are just the friends I know would want,
So, kung wala po kayo sa 1,000 friends si Tristan, hindi ka daw friend.
Hindi friend.
Yun pong ibig sabihin nun.
Oo, friends tayo.
Yes, safe.
Mm.
Nandito pa ako next episode.
I mean, friends, if it's people I know,
Mm-mm.
I mean, I'm sure we have equally a lot also. But yeah, the deep friendships, I think that's something I will keep to myself.
The deepest friendships, no?
Yes.
Oo. Ako sa palagi ko, yung pinaka takeaway ko sa episode natin, yung professionally
Mhm.
professionally, yung approach na hyperlocal.
Mhm.
Kasi parang for me, bago siyang term.
Mhm.
So si hyperlocal na parang we consider yung mga kababayan natin na wag tayo masyado maging Manila-centric.
Mhm.
'Di ba? Kahit sa paggawa natin ng content or parang sa approach natin sa tao. So parang sabi nga ni Sir Tristan, parang 7,000 yung islands ng Pilipinas. So parang we explore, 'di ba? Tapos we relate to people
Yes.
locally.
Mhm.
So parang yan yung kaya na-excite ako sa media buy na umattend. And I'm sure yung mga kababayan natin, yung mga ad agencies and mga brands, no, magkikita-kita tayo sa media buy
Mhm.
in November. So parang yun yung para sa akin as nagtuturo din po kasi ako sa school.
Mm-mm.
So parang ang ganda i-share
Na ganon.
sa mga bagets
Oo.
na
Kunin ka namin panel.
sa ano,
Nagpano pala, nagparamdam pala.
Oo, yun pala
sa
yun.
sa hyperlocal approach.
Ang ganda. Kasi even yung story, kung yung pinanggalingan niya, yun talaga yung passion, yung talaga public service. Kaya exciting na itong Media Buy is actually a passion project of two giants in the Philippines.
Tinawanan
Like-
yung giant ko. Tinawanan yung giant ko.
Like
And the
giant.
RGC and the MMV.
Akala ko kami dalawa.
Siya si Andre, ako si Jan.
But I guess if you're speaking about that hyperlocal, you're Kat, you're the best example of that.
Yeah.
You're a Cebuana who is working in Manila.
Mhm.
So you've had to understand the nuances of the Tagalogs.
Mm-mm.
But at the same time, you still carry your Cebuano-ness.
Super po.
Diba? Ang
Super
pagkabisdak
po.
mo, nandyan pa rin.
Yung
So
dila ko.
sometimes, there are jokes na hindi ka masyado natawa, but
Yes.
kailangan matawa ka
Oh.
because your audience is Manila. But you know that you can't say the same joke when you go home,
Mm-mm.
for example.
Maraming salamat po. Sana po makaulit pa po
Oo,
kami.
sa ating
Dagang
dalawang
salamat,
giants.
mga higala.
Yes, dagang salamat kaninyong duha.
Dagang salamat.
Opo.
At
Thank you.
yamanak,
Maayong adlaw.
Yeah.
lahat na ng mga
Oo.
Walay
ng mga
satayan.
wika eh.
Oh. That's all mga
Folks.
ka-TGS. Yes, para sa ating episode sa ating TGS. Sana maraming good stories po kayong napakinggan, napanood. And like this episode, share this episode kung like niyo po ito. Pwede
Lahat
niyo po
ng streaming platforms, pati sa Spotify, available
Yes.
tayo. The Good Stories PH.
Thank you very much.
Bye,
Safe po ba
guys.
kami next episode po?
Safe na safe.
Yes.
Sana.
Mark the safe.
Bagyo.
Mark the safe.
Thank you.
Yay!
The Good Stories is a production of 360X Studios, the creative digital content channel of the RMN Networks.